just like it's supposed to be done once I can get this up here. As always, trying to fix my errors and can't never get it right like I want to. There we go. There we go. There we go. Excellent. If I could expand this anymore, it's cool. This is for my fantasy football league. It's called the Belt Kings. Free league. A bunch of us that do some live streaming together. So we're going to get together and run a fantasy football league real quick. I'm going to start this off with, looks like we got tight ends. All of this information is coming off of NFL.com. That is a league we are using. That's where the league is based
When the
at.
details take precedence.
But I didn't ask for the commercials. Let me see how I'm looking live, to which I am not. At least not on what I'm supposed to be on. But that's all right. Make sure I'm going to the other platform. Excellent. Yes, I am. At least I tend to watch myself to make sure I don't look too janky up in here. Tight ends for this week. They are starting off with Kyle Pitts against the Seahawks. No complaints there. Nothing to debate. The Seahawks, I think they look good at week 1. I didn't see the week 2 game. So I'm going to see how it goes on that one. No debate there. Tyler Higbee for the Rams against the Cardinals this week. I don't know about that. I say that because we know Herbert is down. And yes, most backup quarterbacks will go to their tight ends. I understand that fully. We got to see how that one goes. Let me run back to this story real quick. I'm going back for more with Pitts, who is currently tied for 15th among tight ends. Okay. Not an issue, not a concern, not a problem. However, Pitts and Irv Smith Jr. same number of targets in 2 weeks. In week 2, Pitts saw just 3 of us forgetting. He has been asked to block entirely too much. Now, most of the tight ends are going to block a lot. I think was being noticed, at least in my opinion, tight ends are becoming more valuable than running backs. Receptions and yards. Easy given. Hey, Helen. I see your comment over there. Kyle Pitts was also a very good draft pick in a lot of people's eyes, in my opinion. Arthur Smith can say it's not fantasy football, but you have to be a head coach to realize throwing the ball to your best playmakers. Absolutely. With 3 years potential to be a squeaky wheel game for Pitts. Additionally, he opened up the year with the Saints and the Rams. Against the Saints and the Rams. Okay, so he went up against 2 decent defenses in people's eyes, which gave him some notoriety. Highly respected. And the Niners don't have Kittle? Wow. Higbee against the Cardinals. Currently leads all tight ends with 20 targets. I didn't know that. That's pretty good. He's also played 96% of the snaps so far. Very good. 7 and 9 for 71 yards. Tight end 7 on the season. Is in play to stream. He is in play as a streaming option due to volume alone. Absolutely. That's without a given. This week, Higbee faces the Cardinals, who have allowed more position to tight ends. Really? There you go. Y'all might want to check on Higbee. Gerald Everett, I talked about him before. He hasn't really been getting any numbers for real, but he is still pretty much a reliably good tight end. So we are going to go see how that goes. Everett is younger, really. I thought he was older. So that makes me look crazy from last week. Cool. A lot of upside for Everett. I'm always going to see upside for Everett. Personally, I will always see an upside for Everett as a tight end. Evan Ingram with the Jaguars. I don't know much about this guy. Let's see what we got here. My man Rich is in the house. Rich, how you doing? The door is open if you're able to come up, my good man. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, very special guest in the house. My man Rich Roberts. My man Rich Roberts is here. My man Rich Roberts. I got you on. Take your time, bro. Take your time. I'm leaving the story narrative up there for anybody who's watching. All of you should be watching, honestly. Let's see how this looks on. Yeah, the story's kind of tight, but it's there. All of this information, like I said, NFL.com. That is the league. That is the site that we're running this fantasy football league on. Rich, we should have somebody else popping up soon too. If you're not able to come up, that's cool. But the door is open. I don't know you. Plus, I'm busy. You calling me on broadcasting. Helen says hi, Rich. If you're able to pop up. 71% of the stats so far this season for the Jags. That's good. Sleeper coming into the season, as he is an assistant and historically has featured a tight end. This is true. Targeted 8 times in week 2, catches 7 of them for 46 yards. Not bad. Seeing volume like that in week 2 is exactly what you hope for. This week, faced the Chargers, who allows 12.6 fantasy points per game to tight ends. It's also a game during which the Jags could be chasing points and forced to throw. This is true. I think the Jags are going to throw a lot. They got to do a lot to catching up. I see you, Rich. You're working on your camera coming up. No problem. Take your time, man. I'm just glad you're here. Thank you for showing up. Ingram is a top 13 tight end. Wow. Did not know that. Sit them. Albert Akwegbanam. I actually drafted this guy in one league. I did because number 1 is Russell Westbrook. Number 2 is the Broncos. But his numbers are not looking good. I really don't want to fall for a lot of this, but I did get him. Everybody knows the main tight ends were already gone. Then you had to see who a tight end was going to be on a decent team or which tight end had a decent quarterback. It's one of the two. How dare they call you in the street? G says, "What's up, Rich?" When you get a chance to come up. I see you, Helen. I feel bad for this guy. I'm going to call him AO. Akwegbanam. Word. Isaiah Likely for the Ravens. You're after Mark Andrews. I don't even think there's anything else to talk about personally, even against the Patriots. You might be on the other side. They're running the 2 tight end offense. Any commentary free to go. My man Rich, I see you. I hear you now. You're live and you're on, Rich. Let me find out he can't hear me.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Okay.
What's up, man?
How come I'm not cam up here? I can't see myself.
I can see you. There is a little bit of a delay. You can take the time to refresh while I'm going through all this with no problem, just so you know.
Yeah, let's see. Let me try to do the refresh here. I'll be right back.
You're good. You're good. I'll keep running through this while you're doing that. Cole Kemet for the Bears. Now, I did speak on him actually being an option. We got to see what we got. Next fantasy points will be his first. It's awful to say about a player who's played 2 games already. He did have a lot of offseason hype. Thank you. Thank you for not making me look crazy. The offense is completely holding him back. I agree. He can be dropped right now, they say. That's on them. Against the Texans, I think I would keep him. Against the Texans, sorry, Texans. Y'all got some work to do down there. I don't hear a lot of faith unless it's from the natives. And I say natives as far as the people from Houston or Houston Texans fans. I don't see any other faith besides that. I think I would run Kemet as a flex at best. Taysom Hill.
Here I am. Okay.
I got you. How's it going, man?
Good. I shut down the OBS and stuff. I was playing around with it, so I just
Wow.
Hey, we're here. I've got YouTube up on my Surface 3 here, and I got it muted, so I'm looking mostly at the vocal. So you're going over your fantasy?
I'm going over the reviews over the positions according to the site. I liked what you did with CBS Sports. Big up for that.
Oh, did you see the replay on my thing there? Yeah. I got my list here. So
I'm gonna give you my picks in one good second. You just hold your horses.
Oh, you're gonna give me? Okay, I'm gonna I got the pen and paper right here. So
you gotta grill me for how week 1 looked, because I know my week 1 picks were ridiculous.
I'll get your picks and stuff. But if I can just interject something there,
absolutely, come on.
Just before I came on, over on Twitch, and I was just getting ready to send you. I wasn't sure if you were home or not, But over on Twitch, have you heard something called, and Helen might have heard of this on Twitch? They have something that's still alpha, but it's called guest star, or
No,
it's called guest star. Have you heard about that?
I have not.
See what we're doing right now here on Vocal?
Yes.
I can bring you up as a guest on Twitch. I have that capability. It's
They
called guest
started it
star.
up.
It's in and out. I got a notification from Twitch saying I've been picked as far as let me see.
Get my
The,
plate.
no-
Go ahead.
the note said I got it within the last 24 hours. It says congrats. You are one of the first to test an early version of Guest Star. How I got that, I don't know. A new tool we're building that makes it easier to bring friends onto your stream. So I've been playing around with that here for a little bit, and I think it almost looks a little bit like the format of how you bring Zoom up and Real Stream. I was trying to use it with the OBS to see, because you can bring it into OBS to use a virtual cam,
Yes.
and so Twitch does have a capability, and we're going to test it this weekend. You're going to be my first guest up
Okay.
on the Twitch.
Okay. Okay.
So Twitch is moving in that general direction to be a multicaster.
I will be at my freest Sunday
Okay.
evening.
Uh,
Now, if you need me Saturday afternoon, I can try it when I get off.
well,
of work.
we'll see if we can hook up. If we can't, this is just something new that I think this has been out because I've watched a YouTube from a YouTuber. She's called, or from a Twitch broadcaster. What is her name? BB Jess.
Okay.
And her video, it's a Twitch guest star tutorial. It came out 3 weeks ago,
Mm-hmm.
and is that using Discord? What is using Discord? I'm looking at her Helen's
Yeah, you see
comment.
your comments. Yeah, I see your comments on
Yeah,
YouTube.
on YouTube. I got the YouTube up on the Surface 3. So no, it's not Discord, Helen. If that's what your guest star is embedded into the Twitch itself. It's called guest star.
So, did you get an email notification?
I got a notification. You know, when you're on your Twitch browser, you have to have Chrome. No, they said under the notifications up top with the little email that's up in the upper right hand corner. You got the little crown that always tells you about new stuff and stuff like that. But right there is a notifications.
Right.
And when I send you a notification, it's a little envelope there, upper right hand bar. That's where you would press to come in. You know how, like in Restream, you could send it on the on Twitter, or you could send an email for the link. This is it's only you have to be a Twitch broadcast, or you have to be a Twitch
affiliate.
No, you just have to. I can bring in anybody that has a Twitch account, I guess is what I'm saying. So
But to be able to do it, you have to be at affiliate status, I'm thinking.
To have it, I don't know. It just popped in. Like I said, the email is like I said, I don't usually get notifications on my on the Twitch client there.
Yes.
I usually get, like, the what is this? The new Prime. Well, what is it? Prime Gaming Loot. That's a little crown thing, and then right next to that is the little envelope. It said, and it has my Twitch. I got one, and then in my channel, they sent me the notification. And that's the notification I received in the last 24 hours. So I think this has been out for a while. So maybe they're rolling it out to more people.
I haven't seen anybody invite guests on Twitch Live. You're telling me something.
Yeah, this is something completely new on Twitch that I've never seen before. So it's doing like what Vocal's doing. So as far as that goes, but
yeah.
So what do you got up here on the screen for football here? You got me. This is your fantasy.
Yes, these are the reviews for the positions in the odds of NFL.com.
Okay.
Right now, I just started literally with the tight ends. I could take it back from the beginning for you. They recommend starting Kyle Pitts, Tyler Higbee, Gerald Everett, and Evan Ingram. Now, I did my reviews. I would love to hear your opinion on these.
On starting these players,
Mhm.
I'm familiar more with the teams than the individual players because the players are so new. Um, you know, uh, I know who Josh Allen is. I know who's
Lord.
Dak is, quarterbacks, but some of
Mm.
these guys, there's so many receivers out there. There's so, look at the second week of the season there that all those receivers is like, where did all these guys come from?
The
You
draft.
know, yeah, I know. They're just
Which is the
there's a
one thing we did not do. We did not pay attention to the draft, and that's my fault.
yeah,
We did not pay attention to the draft, and a bunch of the
maybe
draft was
yeah,
all defense in the first round.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So like I'm in a fantasy football league, but like I said, since the debacle there where the guy who was making our picks for our team, he couldn't get in until um was it round 7 and stuff like that. And by that time, everybody's got all their premier picks, and we're picking people that are like, there's still a lot of good picks, but none of the top picks that we wanted. We could have got the top receiver, I think,
Right.
who I can't even think. I think is he on the Colts? Is the top receiver in the NFL right now?
When I get to it, we'll see.
Yeah, yeah,
I would
yeah.
doubt that.
So the fantasy football, I'm watching your replays on it and stuff like that, and it's telling me about the players. But as far as I'm totally out of the loop as far as the fantasy football.
Nah, you good, and it takes a lot to get caught up on. I can agree to that easily.
Yeah.
My thing is seeing who they're rating over who I would pick,
Okay.
and see, like I told people in the beginning, I'm going to pick who I like and see how that team goes. Now, the reviews is where everybody try to get the points and the championships off of. What's wild and crazy is when you pick who you want to pick outside of the reviews, and
Right.
I think it's the greatest when you can win off of that alone. So my whole thing, like I said, I just want to see what they say on top of my pick.
Okay. And then and like along with that, that's similar to what I'm doing with the. I didn't do it for the first 2 weeks there on my picks, but I did notice it in the second week that CBS has a weekly. I can't think of the guy's name, but it's on the CBS Sports as far as who they pick,
Mhm.
and I'm just picking total teams and stuff like that. So that I'm having fun with that, and it seems like out of the 16 games this weekend, um, myself and CBS agree on 10 of them. So
CBS be watching too. As far as the tight ends that you would sit, if you don't know the players, I'll go like this. I'm disagreeing. Well, actually, I got to agree with this. Cole
okay, so
Kemet, Taysom Hill.
now is this article you're looking at? That's a weekly article there that you.
This is the weekly reviews on NFL.com.
Oh, NFL.com. Okay, gotcha. Okay.
So this is weekly off of there. Now, I just ran through the tight ends. I'm going to disagree with Taysom Hill because Taysom Hill plays two positions. I can't
Okay.
drop nobody that plays two positions. Matter of fact, in my opinion, your team should have Taysom Hill and Carterell Patterson
To
because
cover
both of them
both
they play
positions.
two positions. Yes,
Right.
one's quarterback, tight end. The other one's wide receiver, running back.
Right.
All they got to do is get the ball, but they're also prime targets.
Gotcha.
All right, Les. Good night, Helen. Get you some rest. I know what time it is over there. Thank you for popping up and
Yeah,
coming
same
through.
Helen. Yes. And I saw her
Jeeves is
comment
here,
says
just so you know, too. He's been sitting around checking us out. Let me go to what I do, Rich. I try to run through the positions or their
gotcha.
reviews of the positions. So wide receivers, what we have right now.
We put Monday nights, 2 games in the books, and
I heard you. Gary Wilson against the Bengals. First of all, yes, the Jets did win last week. That deserves a celebration. That
How
deserves
about those Jets?
Yes, the
How
Jets
about
won.
those Jets? Gotta have faith in the Jets.
Dude, everybody and their mama will tell you they don't know how the hell the Jets won that game.
It was some of those games last week. How did the Cardinals win? Just pure, and especially with the
Bengals.
Cardinals, it just reminiscent of some of Tom Brady's pulling it out of his back
Yes.
end here as
Yes.
far as winning the game and stuff. And the old analogy, the game ain't over until it's over.
That's the truth. Without question. That is the truth. And also, the Bengals look horrible.
Oh God, yes.
They look horrible last week. You were just in the Super Bowl and y'all looking like this? Come on, man.
Yeah. At least LA won their second game as far as that goes.
Garrett Wilson, biggest surprise of 2022 season this so far. 8 targets, 52 yards. He's putting up decent numbers. Okay, cool. But I've always said the Jets lose games, but they playing football.
Yeah.
Quite frankly, when they had Sam Darnold, he was doing good. They were just losing.
He wasn't too bad, but it's just with the Bengals, you got to have a line to protect your quarterback. I think that's the biggest issue they have right now. The 2 games showed that he's got more sacks than probably the rest of the NFL right now. As far as I can't believe it's like protect your freaking quarterback. It's just that one scene in Longest Yard when Adam Sandler gets his butt kicked out. He gets the biggest you got to do your part and stuff. So I'm not even picking the Bengals. I think this week again.
I don't blame you. I don't think anybody's going to pick them this week.
No, but CBS is picking them over the Jets.
CBS will be alone on it.
But I really think the Jets, because they're coming off that win being home, they're gonna win one for the home team.
They got to.
Yeah.
They have got to. So outside of that, we have.
So what this article now? Where is it on the is it NFL Fantasy Leagues?
Yes, NFL.com fantasy.
Fantasy, okay. I'm just.
You're good. You're good. Drake London for the Falcons. Biggest competition for best rookie so far this season. I did not know that. London has led the Falcons in targets in each of the first 2 games. Best performance in week 2, 8 catches for 86 yards and a touchdown for 12 targets. Good. Clearly the focal point of the Falcons passing attack right now. And he's a wide receiver 14. He's quickly becoming a player who you should start on a weekly or who you can start on a weekly basis. Mariota as a quarterback, I don't see as a problem. I actually have somebody who's a Falcons fan. I'm going to try to get him to come up. If not this week, next week.
Gotcha. Now, these players that you're looking at, you're signed into your fantasy football thing.
I'm signed into the website. I'm not on my league. I'm not on my team.
It's on the website though. NFL. Okay. I'm trying to drive to that particular article so I can see it a little bit better. NFL.
You go to it. Go to
NFL.com. Okay, so we're on the front page. It's coming up. Where is it? And NFL Fantasy starts. Okay, I'm on the front page. So where do I drive from there? Fantasy?
Let me redo this for you. Let me see.
Let's see. I go to fantasy.
Here I went to league. I think I went to fantasy football on the top. No, I didn't. Let me go back.
Oh, is this it's
go to
article
NFL fantasy. Click on the NFL.
Okay, fantasy. I'm on that page. I've got what the hell happened there? What happened to it? Oh, there it is. Okay. I didn't want to go into the teams. I see that article right there. Hang on.
So scroll down.
Yeah. Okay.
And you'll see where I'm at. Right now I'm on wide receivers.
Okay. Okay, go ahead.
Renters Insurance covers your 85-inch television, 5.1 surround sound speakers, Bluetooth headphones, universal remote, gaming console, streaming box, LED backlight, digital antenna, VR head.
Somebody just popped up. Who was that? Okay, it wasn't. My apologies. We're going to let just give me advertisement finish. Curtis Samuel, Washington Commanders against the Eagles. Curtis Samuel was a good wide receiver with the Carolina Panthers, in my opinion. I'm surprised they traded him. And I want to say they traded him because most people that I know in Carolina, they don't leave.
Let's see, starting. Okay.
But he's with the Commanders. He led the Commanders in targets. 11 catches, 8 for 55 yards and a touchdown in week 1 and week 2. He had 9 targets, 7 catches for 78 yards and a touchdown. Good. 30 snaps in week 1, more involved, being tied second most routes in week 2. So he's on the field a lot. One huge plus is that Washington has used 3 receiver sets on 82% of his plays, which sounds like a run and shoot offense. 49ers used to always use a lot of wide receivers and everything. Samuel will see plenty of time on the field, and the way he's being used should lead him to being heavily targeted. Absolutely. Terry McLaurin and Jahan Dotson, I've never heard of him, are being used more as downfield threats, while Samuel's running the quick routes underneath. So he's pretty much going to be a possession catcher, or the more reliable one out of everybody else. I highly recommend Curtis Samuel. Matter of fact, if you didn't draft him, you might want to go get him. I'm quite sure he's already gone. But if he ever hits that waiver wire, you might want to grab him. Your thoughts? What you think, Rich?
Well, I finally got to where you're at. Each article, you're in the wide receiver, so I see how this is set up. Samuel has led the Commodores in targets in each of the first 2 games.
Commanders, not the Commodores, the Commanders.
Or Commanders, yeah. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Commodores, y'all. He said the
Commanders, the Washington Commanders. Target. You know, the thing about the wide receivers, though, they could be a good wide receiver, but how good is the quarterback? That's the part of you got to make sure the quarterback.
They got Carson Wentz.
Yeah,
healthy. I think he's healthy.
So how many times is he going to get hit? That's the thing about when they're looking at a lot of these wide receivers. I think a quarterback now, a lot of the quarterbacks have a wide range of targets to go to now. This season that I've seen more so this season in just the 2 games in the last couple seasons and stuff, just like so this individual being a top-notch wide receiver, yeah, he's going to be out there, but how much of a target is it going to be for the defense to shut him down?
I think he's a primary target right now. I think he's a primary target.
Oh, you think so?
Yes, I think he's the best receiver.
Okay.
On that team, he's the best receiver.
Yeah.
So
because they had some good receivers, and who's the guy? Beasley. He's playing. I think he's with the Bucks now. He was with the Bills and stuff. And I can remember they had all these great quarterbacks on the Dallas Cowboys, and it just seems like Dak always went to Beasley.
Mm-hmm.
As far as he's a good wide receiver, but this guy Curtis Samuel is probably better as far as in the experts' view, a better wide receiver than Beasley. But Beasley, it just seems, and I'm not sure if the Commanders have a guy like Beasley and stuff like that. I'm just sort of playing the devil's advocate that he might get, Curtis Samuels might get 2 good hits for so many yards, but you might get this other guy that's racking up all that shortage.
Curtis Samuel is going to be the man because Cole Beasley is short.
So how many times do you think Curtis Samuel will be going by? Wentz will be throwing to him?
A lot. Just based on what I'm reading right here.
Okay.
A lot. Cole Beasley was excellent.
Right
before he left Dallas.
Okay.
When I think it was Amari Cooper went down. Cole Beasley was catching the ball all over the place. He's an excellent receiver. He's just short to think. And if he goes to the Bucks, I believe he was in New England.
Yeah.
With Brady.
And the thing I'm saying is all these guys that they're highlighting are, they're probably great players, but there's so many variables, I guess is what I'm trying to point out in the game.
There's plenty of variables.
Yeah.
There's plenty of variables. So what you're looking at, who they're going up against, the Eagles. I think the Eagles are going to do good this year.
They have a good defense. I was
you was talking to at the beginning of the season with everybody that I was picking.
Yeah.
For the postseason, the Eagles are going and the Commanders are going to me.
Okay, right here it says it's for Curtis Samuel. Not only will he frequently be opened in the role, but he can do plenty of damage after the catch. So that's a statement right there that
he moves like he is a wide receiver version of Christian McCaffrey. McCaffrey's a backfield version of him.
Right.
I think the two of them on the same team would be ridiculous.
So what I'm doing is I'm putting him on a watch list. So when I'm
There you go.
when I watch the NFL and they highlight, I'm going to be looking for him as far as that goes. So do you have him in your lineup?
Mm-mm.
No.
No league, not in any. I'm in 4 different leagues. No. Mm-mm. But I would get him.
Oh, if you had him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He's double digits in fantasy points to me.
Okay.
He is clearly double digits. Once you make 10 points, I can't complain about you.
Right. Okay.
I can't. Then we got Jacoby Myers of the Patriots.
Gotcha. Yeah. And I think let's see. I think I've got the Patriots. I'm picking the Patriots to win.
Over the Ravens?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
And I'm just
the opposite of that.
What's that? You're going to take the opposite?
Mm-hmm.
What about the Eagles and Commanders? Jesus.
I'm gonna take the Eagles right now.
Oh, you okay? I'm going to
put an asterisk next to it because I'm not sure.
No, I'm putting you get your name on my list now, buddy. I've got Eagles. I've highlighted that's mine, but I got Tony and I got CBS, so we're all three. And then you said you're taking the Ravens, which they're at home, aren't they? Where are they?
It looks like it, yes.
Yeah. So, why the hell let me look at the Bengals Raiders. No, they're Patriots at home. That's why I picked the Patriots. But you're gonna pick the Ravens.
Yes.
Okay. And
interceptions Mac Jones had last week.
Yeah, but he played pretty good last week overall. Like, you could say that about Lamar Jackson. He played a great game, but he
kept the ball to himself. That's why.
Yeah. He racked up some points too there, but I did pick the Patriots because they're home. Now, if it was the opposite, I think I would have picked the Ravens at home. I think the home field advantage is. Let me see.
I can understand home field, but based on the game and Lamar Jackson's not hurt, and I haven't heard much about the Patriots defense to stop him.
They said something that he has not thrown a ball this week.
Good Lord.
I saw that in an article. He did not. Maybe it was. I think it was when I broadcast here last night. I think it was yesterday. He did not throw at practice Wednesday for some reason, but he's going to play. He's playing Sunday. He says, "I'm going to be ready." He'll be throwing. You figure. Look at all the. Look at
if he didn't throw the ball, his running back's going to get a lot of sacks.
Yeah. So I don't think that's a big deal. Him not throwing it at practice.
It's a big deal.
It's his capability and stuff.
Big deal. He's keeping the ball. He's trying to get his money. He's trying to get the contract money.
Right.
They wanted you to do a deep dive on Jacoby Myers. Personally, I can't yet. He is wide receiver 23 currently in the season. I can't do it. Nothing against him. I can't. This shocks me. And I told Glick this. Glick is in the league.
Right.
I remember Amari Cooper from Alabama. He hasn't been 100%. He hasn't really broken out like he needs to. He did it a couple times with the Cowboys. He's going to have to come out with the Browns. The Browns have no excuse not to be in the playoffs. None.
You think it's still too early to be talking about playoffs though right now?
No, because of how loaded that team is and how loaded it has been for the past few years.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Week 1, he got 9 catches, 101 yards, and a touchdown, which is good.
Right.
Let's be clear. You got 100 yards, you got a touchdown. That's it. Once you get a touchdown in the game, you're pretty much all right.
Yeah.
Over Cooper for the first 2 games, he remains one of the boomer bust options in the league. That's only because he doesn't get the ball or he gets injured. But there's another week to get away from them, to get from the Browns' top receiver. They play on a Thursday. We know it can be tricky. Additionally, it's a much tougher matchup against Steelers, who look like a solid matchup on paper. Really.
Now, for the game tonight, I am picking the Browns to win over the Steelers.
On paper, they should. Well, you know what? On paper, they should.
And the reason is like I haven't seen too much of them. It's a home field with them. It's a home field. The Steelers, I don't think they're showing. They're 1-1, and I seen them play. I'm not too impressed with their play.
The Steelers.
Yeah, who are you taking in that game?
On paper, it's supposed to be the Browns. I got to
What-
take the Browns on that. I got to take the Browns.
Oh,
Now-
well, CBS is taking the Steelers. Just so they're
must not be using Trubisky as quarterback.
yeah. So you're going to take the Browns also?
I'll take the Browns.
Okay, I got you down for the Browns. Yeah. So
I got Najee Harris as my number one running back if I was to draft a team. If they're bringing Kyle Pitts, it's going to change everything.
say Cooper was sit.
No. What's the man's name? Not Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts. What's the quarterback's name for the Steelers? I know they're going to talk about me. I don't care.
That's he's a young gun. He's a young kid.
Yeah, they just drafted him. What last?
Yeah, Tedeschi or something like that.
No, Trubisky. He came from the Browns.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
This was Steelers quarterback. Trubisky's the quarterback. And the one they drafted, what was his name?
He looks like he has potential and stuff like that, just like the Chicago's quarterback there too.
He does. It is Kenny Pickett. That's his name.
Pickett. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
He starts, it's going to change the whole scenario. And that's what I'm waiting to see.
Pickett, yeah.
Brandon Ayuk versus the Broncos. I got a problem with this because I drafted this guy in one league. A couple years ago when they went to the Super Bowl, he was a monster.
So he's brings hype this offseason as a field snatcher. Well, they got to get their passing game going because, and I think with Garoppolo, whatever that Jimmy Garoppolo, I think he might be settling in.
Jimmy's not going nowhere. I didn't realize his record with the team, and that team is in sync as a group. When they went to the Super Bowl, Garoppolo did not carry that team. The team carried him.
Oh, you think? Oh, okay, that's a good.
And this is my opinion.
Right.
The set, even though everybody's on Jimmy Garoppolo's case because he's the quarterback, he's the face. He's the face, but the team's doing the work. He doesn't suck. He's not bad. He's got a decent record. He gets numbers. However, they want to see a better quarterback. I drafted Trey Lance. Trey Lance was my my young quarterback for this season. He's out for the season. They're going with Garoppolo.
I think he's better than a backup. He's still a first round. He's still a starter. I think he still has that starter capability.
Why? What does he do?
His experience, and I think is just getting into the groove with the receivers and stuff like that. And he showed a little bit of that this last Sunday. Okay, and
they're used to each other. I got that.
Yeah.
So you have a team when everybody's used to each other and they can make it work. But they say his numbers are declining under Jimmy G. That hurts me.
Yeah.
Against the Broncos, Russell Wilson and them look good week 1.
But right here, this Brandon, the last statement, it says he consistently plays well with Garoppolo. So
until we see him consistently play well, Garoppolo's best to leave him on the bench. That hurts.
Yeah.
Because
they're talking about sitting this guy, right? Oh, I see. Okay, I got you. Yeah.
Now, to me, they were good together, so I have to disagree with this person.
Yeah, I would disagree with this too. They're going to be playing this guy.
Yeah, a couple years ago,
he's a good target.
Adam Thielen versus the Lions. Adam Thielen is pretty much one of the best wide receivers in the league right now.
Okay.
He may be washed so far through 2 games, 11 targets, 7 catches, 88 yards, and touchdowns. Much of that came in the garbage time. His yards per game continues to decrease. This is true. He has had below 62 yards per game for 62 straight seasons. That's not good. Touchdown saving him. This is true. 24 in the past 2 seasons, but we know it can be a tough way to live. Which way he doesn't score, he'll be sitting single digits. It's just not enough. This is true. I can't even argue this. He gets the ball more. That's it. Because it's been 3 or 4 seasons since he was reliable.
Right.
And that was back with, Cousins was there. Maybe they're just moving on from Thielen. That's terrible. Thielen needs to go to another team.
Right.
Plain and simple. And even against the Lions, They don't want him to be starting. That's crazy. That's not good at all. Darnell Mooney, wide receiver for the Bears against the Texans. I heard about this guy before the season, during the preseason, but he's not getting the ball.
No, that's why I'm picking the Texans over the Bears.
I can't even pick the Texans. I'm taking the Bears.
Oh, you're taking the Bears? Okay.
The Bears.
I picked the Bears last week. I thought they were going to beat up on, was it Minnesota?
Texans beat the Bears. The Bears are going to lose more
Green
fans.
Bay. Green Bay owns the. That's saying Green Bay still owns the Bears.
Yes, they do. Green Bay owns that division.
And who are you picking on the Minnesota-Detroit Lions?
Minnesota.
I'm sticking with the Lions.
Go for it. Now, the Lions were good last week. This is true.
They've been playing. They lost their first game, but they won, significantly. They were up in both games.
The number one question I get is what
30 point range there.
I feel you. Now we go to running backs.
Okay.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire, no question. This is the running back for the Chiefs, no question.
Yeah.
And the Colts look like trash, in my opinion. No question.
Oh, God, yes. They're disappointments. Like, what's going on there?
There is nothing to discuss. There is no debate on this one. James Robinson against the Chargers. Used to have he had a torn Achilles. He's doing fine. His name came up in the preseason. So the Chargers defense, I'm actually kind of shocked. The Jaguars actually looked pretty good last week from what I was told. I have to agree with this.
Okay.
I have to agree with this. David Montgomery against the Texans. Didn't we just talk about this?
Well,
David Montgomery ran crazy last weekend.
Right.
I'm not even going to be funny. That's a given. This next one right here, I'm taking Tony Pollard. I'm taking the Cowboys over the Giants. Put me down. Cowboys over Giants.
Okay, Cowboys. What is it? The CBS is picking the Giants by 1, I think, but I got you down for the Cowboys. They have it. I think it's going to be like I said, this whole year, I'm even though I think they're going to lose, I'm hoping they're winning. I'm picking them to win as far as that goes. So Cowboys, that Rush guy for the
Cooper Rush, the quarterback. Yeah.
The quarterback. I think he may salvage the Cowboys until Dak gets back.
He did it before. He didn't start, but he came in on the game.
Yeah.
So Cooper's fine. They're good with him. The team is good with him.
So Tony Pollard, he's a pretty. I seen him. He's not a bad running back.
When Zeke went down a couple of seasons ago, I watched Pollard play.
Yeah.
Pollard should be drafted.
Yeah.
And I'm guaranteeing you, if you ever look back on your draft, somebody grabbed him early.
Yeah.
Because Zeke's not going to be 100% all the time. And Zeke's not getting the ball as much as he did when he first came in.
Or else it's just like you look at Barkley, that first game the Giants won. He's just running all over the place. They do the same type of running, and they're all bunched up in the middle and stuff like that. They was almost trying to use a carbon copy. I think they do a lot of that with Zeke, but this kid Pollard. When I watched him last week, I liked him. He looked really good.
He'll do special teams, and he'll come out the backfield.
Gotcha. Yeah,
he's a dual threat as a runner. Got to have him.
Right there. He was finished the top 3 scorer running back in week 2. So that's saying something. He had a good game there. That was a good game for Dallas.
You're going to sit Devin Singletary against the Dolphins. I would disagree with this. However, we got to see where he's coming from.
He is aging. There's somebody that knows about aging. It's just I think
the holes are wide open. They are on a roll. They are on a tear.
Oh, especially with Diggs.
They are on a tear.
As a receiver there. But I could see who's the other quarterback or running back there for the Bills? I got to look it up because I can't think of. But Josh Allen, he's got so many targets, and him running the ball. He's look at how many yards he's getting as a freaking quarterback just rushing.
He'll do that, yes. I think it was Isaiah somebody.
Yeah, let me see. I'm bringing it up here real quick.
James Cook.
Cook, yeah.
James Cook. Now, James Cook, I had him. He's not getting a lot of positive reviews, unfortunately. But, and they're saying right here, he does not see enough workload to be anything deeper than a deeper flex option. This is true. Singletary saw 10 opportunities, 8 carries, 2 targets, followed it up with 6 carries and 4 targets. Zach Moss and James Cook both steal some volume away. Then you got to worry about Josh Allen. This is true. So his offense is too spread out for him to be reliable. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. His offense is too spread out to be reliable.
You know, the thing is, the way Josh Allen is throwing, the running game. You know, running game is always important, but I don't think the Bills really need a running game. The way that he's passing, especially after, they just, and that's the same thing with Kansas City. Look at Mahomes. They got good running backs and stuff like that, but they're dangerous with the receivers as far as that goes, I think.
Right.
And let's see. I'm going through their listing here, the teams. But Diggs last week, oh my God, he was just on fire.
Yes. Now the Bills are on fire the past 2 weeks as a team. If you're watching teams, the Bills are like a Super Bowl team right now.
Oh yeah. They're the only thing, and I hate saying this, I got to knock on wood because the only thing that right now, this early in the season, that's going to stop them is injuries.
Yes.
I think I'm waiting. And that's let's see, Bills and Dolphins. I'm picking the Bills, and they're playing with the Dolphins at home with the Dolphins. But the Dolphins, they won their game, but they were fortunate they had things line up in their favor to win that game.
Jalen Waddle and Tua Tagovailoa are former college teammates.
Yeah,
they're not wrong, but that's going to be a close win to me. That's going to be. Bills should have this, but it's going to be a close win.
Well, CBS has the Bills. Of course, I'm picking the Bills.
Yes, all New York teams. I'm with you.
Okay, and because my kid brother, he was a big-time Dolphin fan, and he's actually seen the Bills and Dolphins play a couple times way back in the past there, and he used to visit down there in Florida.
Gotcha. Rashard Penny versus the Falcons. It looked impressive, but man, did things unravel in week 2. Penny played just 43% of the snaps with 6 carries and no targets. Travis Homer led in snaps and targets. Kenneth Walker still had a role. 3 backs on the team is going to run as few plays per game as the Seahawks is very troublesome. Yeah. Now, the fact that Penny cannot get usage in the pass game is also a concern. While Penny remains the top option in the backfield, it is simply too murky to trust right now, even in a favorable matchup. You got 3 backs.
Yep.
You got Geno Smith, the quarterback, and Geno actually did look good. He actually did look good week 1. I was happy for him because we haven't heard much about him or had any hope for him since he was on Jets.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
On that game right there, I would have to take Atlanta.
You're going to take Atlanta?
I have to take Atlanta.
And let's see. That's the where's my Seahawks here? Where are the Seahawks? And I'm taking you're taking Atlanta. I'm taking the Seahawks.
Take it.
Because it's a home field. So I got you down for And CBS is picking the Seahawks also, just to let you know there. That's one of the ones.
Falcons are 0-2. That's why.
Falcons, I don't know. I haven't really seen much of them playing, and there's not that much talk about them on the NFL channel.
No, it is not. And you got to see a game to do it. Now, I'm down here amongst them.
Yeah.
I can watch the games, and I'm going to have a Falcons fan up here soon who can break everything down more than I can from their perspective. Right. I just watch this on TV because I can't watch it down here.
Yeah, because when I've got on one of the tablets here, I always have the NFL channel on there where they have the instant replay of what they're showing with the highlights and stuff like that. Yes. And the Falcons, they're not. It's not one of the teams I have seen in the last couple of weekends. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. But that's
Etienne versus the Chargers. Now we talked about the Jaguars and the Chargers earlier. Travis Etienne is supposed to be the number 1 running back in the NFL.
Okay.
And he hasn't been.
Yeah.
He hasn't been. There's nothing even to talk about. He ain't going. He got to break out.
Right.
Until Travis Etienne breaks out, I don't see him getting any positive reviews. Chase Edmonds against the Bills, no. You got to sit him. There's no debate there. I say
Bills
that
defense, they just have a
Dude,
horrendous
defense on my fantasy team. They are saving me.
They're solid. They are solid as far as that goes. No question.
They
I mean,
are saving me.
the other game, the last game there is just like, I think they stopped. They the coach said, okay, we got 41 points. That's enough. Because they didn't really, but they were getting, every time they turned around, they were getting an interception, it seemed. As far as
They was ready.
game.
Boys was ready.
Oh,
Ladies
yeah.
those are your running backs. We are now going to go to
Okay.
what we have here.
We're going after the running backs the next.
I think this is going to be the quarterbacks right here.
We put Monday night's 2 games in the.
Yes, I know. No, this is just an intro video, so forgive me for that. Kickers. Now, I don't have any debate.
I'm Samantha.
Kickers.
And I'm Dan.
And we renovate RVs.
I don't know another
Where
one.
where are the kickers? Is that? I got running backs, and then I got
Let me back up.
week 3 sleepers. Are they back
After running backs, go over past intro to kickers.
Running backs.
You see where I'm at on the screen?
Yeah. Okay, I'm getting maybe they're down below here. Oh, okay, here we go. Okay, gotcha.
That's kickers. The problem with kickers is
Teaching him to ride a bike. That's good.
It's the team that they're on more than anything. Ryan Suckup is on the Buccaneers. They're going to get down the field. I don't want to hear this. You got to start him. You got to start him.
Okay.
Even against the Packers, you got to start him. Graham Cano and the Giants against the Cowboys. The Giants fans are going to start him.
Yeah.
If they don't get a touchdown, they're going to get a field goal.
Yeah. Well, the field goals, if that's all you can get, they add up. And there's been a couple of games of that where the field goals, just when they start missing them, like the Bengals Pittsburgh game there, the first game. That was just like, it was hard to watch. It's like, can't you guys just kick the freaking ball in between the upright?
Depends how far away you are, how many people running at you. Matt Gay and the Rams against the Cardinals. The Rams got to get downfield. Everything's been on Cooper Kupp with the Rams.
And I take it you're going to take the Rams.
On that game?
Yeah.
Based on week 1, no.
Well, Rams they're playing better than they did I think week 1 they were probably just. I got the Rams over the Cardinals. The Cardinals, they played a good game this past weekend, but there was circumstances that it wasn't based on skill. It was how the game evolved, and they took advantage of that. And
what's the
Rams?
Rams?
I don't think the Rams will give them that opportunity.
Yeah, based on this review, you got to take them. I'll run with it. The Cardinals.
You're going to run with the Rams?
Yeah, I'm going to run with it.
Okay, I got you down.
Will Lutz
but then again, you never know. Cardinals may come back and they may freaking put a spanking on the Rams.
They might. Will Lutz versus the Panthers, you got to take it. Carolina is too shaky right now.
Okay, for kickers.
Shaky.
Okay.
You got to take Lutz over the Panthers. You got to. Kickers to sit. The Broncos kicker against the 49ers. I would disagree with this. I would disagree with this.
49ers have allowed just 1 fantasy point per game. Opposing kickers tied for the fewest NFL through 2 games. That could be a factor.
Yeah.
It depends if the defense holds them, out of the kicker out of the range and stuff.
Personally, I would disagree with this, but that's what they have. The Chargers.
What's this guy's range, though? As far as that goes. Let me see.
He's only got 1 fantasy point per game to opposing kickers tied for the fewest. So that's based on his numbers, which means they're not getting down the field.
Right.
They're not getting down the field, so that's on the team.
Oh, that's exactly, Tony. That's a good point. Very good point.
The Chargers kicker against the Jaguars. Jaguars are getting 1 fantasy point per game to opposing kickers tied for the fewest. This week they face Hopkins, who scored 6 points in the first 2, part of it because he's on an aggressive team. that will go for it. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. I got to disagree with this as well.
Hmm.
The Chargers are going to go for it.
Mm-hmm.
And the Jaguars, there's no faith in that team right now. Not enough.
Right.
Green Bay kickers. Green Bay Packers kicker against the Bucks. I think I'm going to agree with this one.
Now, who do you have in that game? Are you going to be taking the Bucks, or are you going to be taking or did I already ask you for that one? Let's see.
I'm going to take the Bucks on that one.
Yeah, I'm taking the Bucks too. I think I was disappointed in the Bears not winning. I thought for sure they would. But then again, they're two mediocre teams. I think the Bucks, they may get their third win as far as that goes. I think
Yes.
so. So
They're fired up. They're fired up. They're going to go for it.
Right. So let me see. Where do I have them on my listing here? Oh, here they are. So, and CBS is also picking. CBS Sports is picking
the Bucks.
Yeah, and that's at Tampa too. So they always play good. That's the I can say every time I've watched the Bucks at home, they always play good.
Well, the kicker is this will be a low-scoring game to where.
I think they'll keep him out of range for as far as he's not going to come close to be able to
Now,
if
the
I'm not sure.
defense is suspect. This is going to be a mess.
It could be a game changer too. Depending on the outcome of the flow of the game.
Greg Joseph for the Vikings versus the Detroit Lions. I mean,
talk about setting. I don't know. It's just like.
But you know what? Let me agree with this because of how good the Lions did last week. Let me agree with that off of that alone.
They've been playing some good ball. They're I think they're the only team that's really consistently other than the Kansas City and the Bills but they've scored over 30 points in the first two games. So they're getting the ball down. But then again, they're getting the points scored against them. So I don't think I think you're right because maybe their defense is a little lax in
stuff. Yes, and Detroit showed out last week. Let me find out Jerry Goff is going to rejuvenate that franchise.
Right.
Because he's a good quarterback. He just got hurt. Let me find out he's rejuvenate that franchise. We're going to have problems.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, those are your kickers. Go ahead, Rich. I'm sorry.
No, go. You're good. You're good. Just trying to keep up with. Okay, you're going back. What are we going to next? What are you going to next there?
We're going to defenses. I would consider this to be your field. Buster Rub, if you're still there, I hope you heard me earlier. How you doing? You always go with teams. I think this will be your field.
For higher or lower. Normally we'll.
This should be your field because this is a team effort more than individual effort. Starting the Chiefs against the Colts. I don't even see a question.
Oh, that's no argument there. That's an automatic.
No question at all.
Defense.
The Falcons over the Seahawks defenses.
I don't know. I think they're both.
Your thoughts on that right there?
I still like Seattle. I haven't seen enough of Atlanta to really see, I've not seen them play at all as far as even in the highlights and stuff like that. So I don't got to feel that could be right, but you're talking the Seahawks, they're 1-1, and Atlanta might be due. Maybe that could be a factor there as far as that goes.
They don't have much of a superstar situation going on. They got two. Cordell Patterson and Kyle Pitts.
Yeah.
Superstars to me. Marcus Mariota is going to be a decent quarterback. Right. He's never going to be a superstar, but he'll be decent. That's crazy. Now, Carolina defense versus the Saints. This is interesting to me. Based on what I just said, based on what I know the history of the two.
And is this saying that the Saints are going to be at home then? Are they at home? Yes, so. I think they are. Yeah. I don't know about that. Ooh.
Here's your review.
Let's see. No team is allowed to finish. Yeah, James Hunt is currently playing through the front, throwing 111 yards with no touchdown. I guess on the fantasy side, it looks good on paper,
Mm-hmm.
but let's see, who are you picking in that game? I'm picking the Panthers to win, so I'm going to have to say, yeah, I guess.
They got a healthy Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, but this says Carolina's at New Orleans, but isn't the game down in South? It's at the Panthers. It's at New Orleans.
Mm-hmm. Check that schedule when you get a chance. It's saying Carolina at New Orleans.
Well, I have it, and they have Saints on the top and the Panthers, and usually the bottom team is always the home team.
Right.
Right. So that might be let me double check on that one.
I'll change it up either way. If they got a healthy Christian McCaffrey, that's the only reason why they rated over the Saints.
Oh, okay.
That's the only reason they rated over the Saints.
Let's see, because
we got a healthy Christian McCaffrey. That's why.
Right. Let's see. Unless I typed this in wrong. Bills, Raiders, Lions, Chiefs, Texans.
I just got a message from one of the fellow broadcasters. He said he's on the way home. I see you, G's. G's taking the Seahawks on the other game.
Oh, is he?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they have Saints at the top and the Panthers at the bottom on the NFL on the CBS.
Okay.
And so I don't know where. So they can't be at the Saints.
Let me pull up my schedule.
Yeah, pick up. Because that's how it works. Usually the top team is the visiting team and the bottom team is the home team, I thought.
I agree with you. Yeah, I got Saints at the Panthers in Carolina.
Yeah. So that this article, they're saying they're at C.
Yeah, they got to fix that. That's fine. I hope they see this.
Okay, so we actually
going with a healthy Christian McCaffrey is why they picked it.
Because see, you look at the next one, Cowboys at the Giants.
Yeah, New Orleans does not have Alvin Kamara, I don't think. And if they do, we got a healthy CMC and we got a healthy Kamara. Either way, we got a healthy CMC. I'm gonna take Carolina.
Okay, you gonna take Carolina?
Take Carolina.
And I think I took. Okay,
I see you. G's taking the Panthers. Dallas. G's is taking the Panthers.
And you're taking the Panthers too.
Uh-huh.
Okay, CBS took the Saints.
Uh-huh.
And one of the big reasons I picked is it's a home team and stuff. The Saints. So
the history says New Orleans.
Right.
The Cowboys versus the Giants. I'm gonna take the Cowboys in this game.
Yeah.
Just talked about that. I think I said Dallas, didn't I?
Yeah, you did say Dallas, but no team has allowed more fantasy points per game to defense this year. Oh, that's the Saints. Go down one more. Cowboys currently ranked third in the NFL with 8. They have 8 sacks?
Yeah, they're getting it. Michael Parsons.
Oh wow. I didn't think it was that many.
Michael Parsons, that rookie from last year. He's still a new guy.
Yeah.
He's a sophomore season. He is losing. He is going crazy. They call him the new Lawrence Taylor.
But I think that the Giants offense, the first quarter will tell in that game if they can hold them.
This is true. I'm about to pull the game up right now. Give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
You all are going to learn to have more than one device in your house. The game is on Amazon Prime tonight.
Oh, okay. Well, what time it starts when? In about 20 minutes?
4 minutes.
Oh, 4 minutes? Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to be watching the game, so I got it on I got to see what NFL Network has, I guess. I don't think they're going to be showing anything.
It's on Amazon Prime. You're going to hear it in the background. Sit 'em. The Colts versus the Chiefs. Duh. The Patriots versus the Ravens. Now, we just talked about this.
Yeah.
The Packers at the Bucks. Sit the Packers defense. Now, we just had a little bit of a discussion. I did not elaborate. I'm glad they did this.
But then they got are they saying to sit both the Packers and the Bucks defense?
This way they face a tough opponent. No, they said to sit the Packers defense against the
But right
Buccaneers.
below it saying the The
Green and
Bucks.
Bucks have allowed 3
Oh,
sacks
okay. That's okay.
and 1
Yeah.
interception. This is how you rack up fantasy points, which is why opposing defenses are averaging just 4.5 fantasy points against the Buccaneers. Sit them.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Fully understood. Quite frankly, thank God I got the Bills defense on one of my teams. Now we're saying sit the Bucks against the Packers as well. Aaron Rodgers has been sacked 7 times this year, but he's thrown just 1 interception. We know he takes care of the ball as well. This is true. Now, when we talked about this earlier, we were saying how crazy this game was going to be.
Yeah.
Right now, sit both defenses, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow. Yeah.
Me, I would keep that Bucks defense.
Bucks. I think they do have a good defense. I agree with that. As
I
far
would
as that
keep
goes.
that defense.
Yeah.
The Green Bay defense has always been tough, just
Right.
not a lot of points.
Right.
It's not a lot of points. They will slow the game down. That is what the defense is supposed to damn do. A bunch of you superstar point racking championship fantasy football players, y'all don't watch the game. Y'all just want to see the damn numbers.
The number. Yeah. There we go.
Packers defense will slow your game down. This may not be a high scoring game. This may not be a high scoring game.
May not. Well,
That's why you don't want another defense, because there won't be a whole lot of points.
I think it'll be.
Rack up.
What do they have? That under 50, over 50? I think it'll be under 50 on this.
It should be under 50.
Yeah.
But both quarterbacks are capable of 3 touchdowns apiece with their teams. Let's break it down a little bit more. Green Bay Packers have Aaron Jones, and what's the other running back's name? Dylan?
Yeah. Okay.
The Bucks got no receivers for real. And their running backs, because
no top.
Evans is on suspension. Godwin.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
You're going to have a problem this week. We are going to have a problem. Yeah, I think we got to agree with this. Ladies and gentlemen, those are your defenses.
Yeah.
I think we got to agree with this.
Let them sit.
I did the running backs already. Top 5 running backs. Where are the quarterbacks at? Let me see if I can find out.
They were in that first line.
No. We got game 3 previews, preparation equals performance. Look at the data. We had tight ends, receivers, running backs. Start them and sit them with the intro. Keep you quiet. Let's see what the quarterbacks are looking like right here. Here we go.
At Made In, a lot goes into crafting carbon.
Quarterbacks, ladies and gentlemen. Matt Stafford against the Cardinals. Matt Stafford did not look 100% in the week 1. But
I think this is his comeback against the Cardinals, though, I think.
And I had him on one of my fantasy teams.
Yeah.
He did save me last week. Matt Stafford, I saw him in college when I came. Actually, I saw one of his college games when I came to Georgia in 2008. I have no problems with this quarterback whatsoever. Let me be clear. No problems with this quarterback. I see you, G. G said the under on the Bucks Packers game.
Okay, he's going with under. Okay.
I've got no problem with Matt Stafford as a quarterback. Do as you wish. Me personally, I'm going to take him. Joe Burrow against the Jets. Look here. Joe Burrow had no protection last week. And let me go ahead and do this and tell y'all the truth. Do not sleep on the Jets defense. I heard they had a lot of holes in their defense, but they can also make plays. The games I've seen over the past couple of years, no matter what those numbers say, if you haven't watched them play, you do not understand. That Jets defense, they make some moves.
And let's face it, the Cincinnati Bengals, they have no offensive line.
I heard
with all the sacks that Burrows has occurred on, unless they tighten that up, which I don't see it happening. I think the Jets they're going to get probably 3 or 4 sacks on this guy.
Probably. We also got Kirk Cousins versus the Lions. I don't see why you wouldn't start him.
Yeah, he's a good quarterback.
He's a decent quarterback. He's just not superstar.
Yeah.
And he's making his money.
Right.
Carson Wentz against the Eagles. I consider this risky. That is his old team.
Yeah.
That is his old team.
I think he's past his prime. I don't think he's really.
I would disagree. He's inside of his 10 years as an NFL player. He has not
Right.
been 100%. I will give you that. He is not. I consider him damaged, but he did pretty good last week, like you see right here. He's throwing over 200 yards in each game with at least 3 touchdowns. There you go.
Yeah.
He's getting back to his old self.
Oh, you can't see that.
Which one? I'm sorry.
No, I've just got the box scores for the Browns Steeler game. That's how I'm watching the game tonight.
I got you. Yeah, I got it. I can almost pull it up on the screen while we're doing this.
No, you don't want to do that. No.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Let's see. Now sit them. They're recommending sitting Russell Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
He's the freaking starting. How are you gonna sit him?
Based on who he's up
Oh,
against.
in the fantasy. I'm thinking fantasy. Okay, fantasy. Against the 49ers, probably. Yeah. He's the defense of San Francisco is going to keep him really contained, I think.
Mm-hmm. That's the reason why. That's the review.
Yeah.
That's the review. Tua Tagovailoa versus the Bills. Yes, that's true.
Yeah, that's not anything.
Tua is doing great, but I see interceptions in this game.
How many?
I see interceptions.
Oh, yes.
That Bills defense is not playing, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. And
you see that logo right there? That's exactly what their defense is doing. The logo.
Yeah.
That defense is doing that logo right there. They are not playing. They are all over you.
Yeah.
They look like the Eagles defense when they won the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's the example I give you. They look like that defense. That defense was not messing around. Jameis Winston versus the Panthers. Yeah, but he is prone for interceptions.
Yes. A lot of interceptions.
And he is playing with 4 fractured vertebrae in his back. We're taking the Panthers on that game. Don't we have that written down? I said Carolina. Didn't I say Carolina? In that game?
I think it's what I got you for Carolina. Yeah, we're all in agreement with CBS has the Saints, and I'm picking the Panthers, and you are too.
Fractured vertebrae in his back.
Yeah,
Let me tell you something. That ain't good. However,
I think that's an Achilles' heels with the Saints that I've seen. They throw the interceptions.
You know what's going to be crazy? When Taysom Hill comes in as quarterback, it's going to change the whole game.
Oh, okay.
Remember I told you about that dual threat?
Yeah. There
you go.
Gotcha.
Matt Ryan versus the Chiefs. Yes.
That's an automatic. That's just like the Bills with.
I want to apologize to everybody for not elaborating like normal, but yes.
Yeah.
On this game.
I really thought Matt Ryan going to the Colts, he would be a good quarterback and stuff like that.
100% agree with
Colts, on paper, they lined up, but last week they didn't score a touchdown.
I agree with you. I 100% agree with you. Ladies and gentlemen, as all the positions, choose and pick your team as you choose, as you decide, as you wish.
All right, Tony.
And all that good stuff. Yes, sir.
Okay, we got to finish up. I got to finish the games. You're going to pick, Bengals and Jets. You said you're going to go with the Bengals or Jets.
Give me the Jets. I'm gonna go home.
Okay, go home. You're with me then, Tony.
Based on last week, the Jets.
And I think you said you were with the Titans or Raiders.
Against the Raiders.
Raiders against the Titans. Which one?
Raiders.
Raiders. Okay. CBS has
good. Titans are not looking good right now.
Okay, Titans are at home. I know they're not looking good, but there's a home field. Let's see. You're taking the Vikings over the Lions.
Jeez, put your picks in the chat. That way he can replay it. He can roast us after the weekend.
Yeah,
Chiefs. You won't get slammed.
Yeah, Chiefs. And I appreciate you giving me your picks because I'll be telling them next Wednesday. I told you we're going to do this. And you know what? Next Wednesday, if you're free, and I got this guest star going, I'll bring you up on. If we'll try it on
Wednesday. I got the podcast from 6 to 9.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. You did text me. You tweeted me that. Yes. Chiefs and Colts, you're taking the Chiefs. I know that for a fact.
Yes.
Right? Let's see. Texans and Bears, you're taking the Bears. I'm taking the Texans.
Yeah,
Jaguars and Chargers.
Chargers.
Yep. Okay, we're all on board on the even CBS. You're taking the Rams. You're taking the Bucks. We're all taking the Bucks. 49ers and Broncos.
49ers.
Yeah, I'm taking 49ers too. I think
Guess what's going to mess us up? Let Russell Wilson have a good game with Sutton and them over there.
I don't. Maybe next week. I don't. The 49ers, I think, with Garoppolo, I just got this feeling.
They know what they're doing together. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
As a team, they already know what they're doing. It's 49ers.
So I got your picks on this week and stuff. Let's see how you do and stuff, and I appreciate that.
Is that all the games?
That's all the games. Yeah, we got all the games.
We're taking the Browns for the night, right?
Yep, you and me are taking the Browns over the Steelers. Of course, you know who the Steelers. That's Chris Tech's team. Just to let you know, he's a big time Steeler fan.
Najee Harris, the best. He should be the best running back in the NFL for a while.
Yeah,
but he's starting to look like Derrick Henry already.
Right.
Just for the record, I appreciate you coming through, man. Thank you for being here. Honestly,
thank you. It's always great being with you, Tony. Chatting with you. And
get in touch with Jim in Chicagoland. Give him those picks. He wants that.
Yeah. Okay. All right, my friend. You be good.
You too. Take care of yourself. Appreciate it.
Ciao for now, sir.
Thank you for watching. Thank everybody for checking this out. If you watch the replay, go ahead and drop your comments, do your picks, give your critiques, all of that good stuff. We do this for fun, not for money. This is just us doing something that we want to do, all right? I'm going to drop down and go finish watching the game. Since it started, we are 11:30 in the first quarter, right? 11:30 left in the first quarter right now, 0-0. And I will chat with everybody soon, all right? Y'all take care. Peace.